What was the Roman limes frontier system? Imagine standing at the edge of a vast empire that stretches across 3 continents. Now picture a complex network of defenses built to keep enemies out and maintain order. That's what the Roman limes was all about. It was the extensive border defense system of the Roman Empire at its largest size. The goal was to protect the empire from barbarian tribes trying to invade and to control who moved across the borders. This system wasn't just a wall. It was a mix of natural barriers, roads, forts, watchtowers, ditches, and civilian towns that all worked together as a military front line. The limes covered over 5,000 kilometers from northern Britain's Atlantic coast, across continental Europe, to the Black Sea, and down into North Africa. It was a huge area, and the Romans used natural features like the Rhine and Danube rivers as main defenses. They built roads and forts behind these rivers so troops could quickly respond to threats. These natural boundaries made it easier to defend large areas with fewer soldiers. Roman forts ranged from large military bases to smaller watchtowers. For example, Hadrian's Wall in Britain was a stone barrier built around AD 122 on Emperor Hadrian's orders. It marked the northern edge of Roman Britain. Later, the Antonine Wall was built further north in Scotland, made of turf and earth. These walls weren't just physical barriers, they also served as symbols of Roman power and control. Roman military roads connected forts and watchtowers, making it easier for soldiers to move quickly along the frontier. These soldiers, called limitanei, were mainly responsible for guarding the borders, stopping small raids, and keeping peace. They weren't meant for big battles but for constant patrols and quick responses. Alongside the military sites, civilian communities grew. These towns supported the soldiers and helped with trade and communication. The limes also played a role in controlling trade and migration. It helped Rome keep an eye on who was coming and going. Over time, threats changed, and so did the defenses. In the Germanic provinces, the Romans started with simple wooden fences, then reinforced them with stone and earthworks. But by the mid-3rd century, barbarian groups like the Alemanni broke through these defenses. This led the Romans to pull back to natural frontiers like the Rhine and Danube rivers, which were easier to defend. For the Romans, the limes was more than just a border. It was a symbol of their empire's strength and order. The soldiers stationed there kept peace and enforced Roman law. They acted as guardians against chaos and invasion. The system showed how Roman engineering and organization could adapt to different landscapes and threats across Europe, Africa, and Asia. In practical terms, the limes helped Rome control vast areas with fewer troops. It focused on deterring enemies, watching for trouble, and responding quickly. This smart mix of defense, diplomacy, and infrastructure kept the empire stable for hundreds of years. It was a carefully planned system that balanced military might with practical needs, making sure Rome's borders stayed secure while allowing the empire to grow and flourish.